Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I'm back. I got hit with the internet bomb. I've been down for a week, so now I'm back. Trying something new here. This is Moses Decoded. Okay, so let's get into the fictitious character. Oh, you don't like the word fictitious? Okay, let's say myth. Okay, because can't none of you right now prove to me that this guy up here ever existed. We don't have any credit card receipts. We don't have any tombs. We don't have any hair. We don't have anything, right? But let's get into the story, okay, guys, let's get into it. Right, look, let's check this out. Okay, we begin at the Nile River, and the baby gets put in the Nile and travels downstream, right? Because the Nile River is a river that starts in like South Africa and then travels downstream, right, to the end of Egypt, right? And I thought that was kind of fascinating. The Mississippi River also did that, but it changed somewhere. So the baby is put in the Nile, guys, okay? Follow me here. With all the crocodiles and all the predators, and then somehow finds the way to the princess or the queen of the Pharaoh. Yo, how come it couldn't be just a woman that have 5 children washing her clothes in the Nile, find the baby? You know what I mean? Okay, so if you want me to buy this, okay, guys, I'll give you that one, okay? God protected the child and told the crocodiles and told everyone, stand back, don't touch the child, right? Okay, I give you that. You want to take that one? I give you that. So now gets picked up. Now he goes into the world of the Pharaoh, guys, right? And the kingship, right? Look, check this out. So now Moses goes into the mystery schools of Egypt and all the temples, which means, guys, that he went within, got everything of his spirit, his knowledge, and everything from inside of him, okay? He also learned the 42 confessions. It's very important to remember that, right? Because Moses was studied in the Egyptian way, okay? Now, right, whatever happens after that, now this is a very magical time. This is where we can say magic, sorcery, witchcraft is a go right now, okay? Look, it's a go. Let me show you why it's a go, right? Because this is a go because this is the staff, right, that Moses was teaching the people, I guess. We're looking at this story. You got to really break this down, right? And this, serpent with the cross on it, that's very significant here, okay? That really means something. If you're deciphering the story, because you still got to remember, Moses was learnt and studied in the Egyptian way. And remember, he went to the Pharaoh, right? And turned his staff into a snake. Yo, this is so witchy right now, okay? It's giving me this witchy, warlockish vibe here, okay? And then, look, he goes to the Pharaoh and warns him, right? This is what he warns him, and he's telling all the people now. Check this out. Telling now all the people here, okay, look, if you don't let the people go or you want to protect yourself, paint on your door red this or red that. Let me put a red cross on your door. Yo, this is so witchy, guys. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, guys, right? The divine creator of all things, okay, would never ever take people's first children. Who do you think this divine creator is? This is not like I don't want to say the M word. I don't want to, get flagged or anything. But the divine creator would never do this. This is why I'm telling you, this story here is giving me so much witchy vibes. Okay, so as the story continues, right. So firstborns are unalived, right, and then now Pharaoh lets the people go. Okay, look, we're gonna continue here. Okay, right? Then he gets to the sea, right? And then commands the sea to part. Are y'all buying that? Are you buying this? Hey, look, this is so hard for me to stomach that a person can come up and say, God split the sea so we can walk through. No, I think this is an encoded message, right? Just by looking at this picture here, right? You can see, right, the left side and the right side of the brain, and there's that middle path. Let me show you another picture of this. Watch this. Okay, you can look at it like this too, guys. Right now, look, this is what's crazy about this. If you look at this image, right? So you've got the left side, and then you've got the right side of your brain there, and the middle path. But if you look at the white outlining, right, it kind of looks like a cup, like a holy cup, like a holy grail. Yo, this is so juicy. But look, this is the story, guys, that they want you believing. Okay, this is hard to stomach. Let us continue now. Look, we got more. Hold up. Okay, so he gets to the mountain, guys, and he goes up top, and then he's talking to a burning bush. Listen, whoa. Okay, look, I thought God and everything is within, not outside of you, right? And then in the fire, it's almost like, yo, you can get like a tan out here. Just lay by the fire. Maybe you know, say you get darker. But I'm telling you, it's giving me witchy, warlockish vibes here in this story, guys. Okay? Right? You may not be feeling this, but this is what I'm getting from this story. Right? Now, look, check this out. Because it does say that he took so long up there that his hair turned white. Let me explain something to you, Jack. Okay, let me explain something to y'all. If you come into the presence of the divine creator of all things, you will not age. Okay, the divine creator will say, look, you know, just to prove everyone that you met me, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the elixir of life. I'm going to make you look younger. Yes, younger. Not going to make you look older. This is what I'm saying. The witchy vibes here. Look. I'm getting so excited, right? Right? Because, you know, when he came down from the mountain, hair white, aged, and all of that. Now, look, check this out. Look, we're going to continue more. Check this out. So, all right, guys, he comes from the mountain, right? His hair white. He's got 15 tablets, okay? So, look, we went from 42 confessions broken down to 15. And the comedian Mel Brooks, right? It's really funny, right? He's got this skit of Moses here, right? And he comes down there, I have 15 commandments. And then one of the tablets fall, right? Hold on. One of the tablets falls and he looks down and he goes, oh, I have 10 commandments. So what happened to the other 5? Look, has anybody asked about what happened to the other 5, right? That's a question that we should all investigate. Like, let's move on. Okay, so Moses now comes down. He's got 10, from 42 to 10. And now, right, he sees the people praying to the calf. Yo, look. And then, look. And then he gets mad. Look, check this out. He gets mad and throws one of the tablets at the golden calf. So in essence, guys, we can really say that Moses is the first rule breaker, guys. Can we all come to grips with that? And then look, if you're so mad, why would you throw the God tablet? You would actually sit them down and grab a rock and then start throwing at the people. Now, this is who the golden calf represents, guys. Look, check this out. The golden calf represents Hathor. Remember, they were like, because he took so long, so they was like, no, we're going to go back to pray to the mother goddess, Hathor, the love, fertility, the sky, the this and that, okay? And so Moses didn't want that, right? Because he wanted to change from the matriarch to the patriarch. Look, guys, and this is Moses Decoded, the Wriggles way. Right? Hey, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share below. It's your boy,